Raquel Welch, named after her paternal grandmother, Jo Raquel Tejada, was born on the 5th of September 1940 in Chicago and is the first child of Armando Carlos Tejada Urquizo of Bolivian descent and Josephine Sarah of Welsh descent. Welch is also the cousin of Bolivian politician Lidia Gueiler Tejada, who became the first female president of Bolivia and second woman to be head of states in the Americas. When Welch was 2 years old, her family moved to San Diego, and there she attended the Pacific Beach Presbyterian Church with her mother. Though Welch had started following the path of her childhood dream at the age of 7 when she enrolled to study ballet, which she juggled with attending La Jolla High School, she gave up on that dream at 17 years of age after her ballet instructor told her she did not have the right shape for ballet. But that discouragement had little effect on her as she went on to win beauty titles as Miss Contour, Miss La Jolla, Miss Photogenic, and Miss San Diego. The fairest of the fair, but the crown of it all was winning the state title of Maid of California. At this time, her parents divorced, but this did not affect her studies as she went on to graduate with honors from high school in 1958. To further her career in acting, she attended the San Diego State College to study theater arts on scholarship in the same year. The following year, she got married to James Welch, whom she had started dating from high school. Welch got several roles in local theater productions, and in 1959, she had a leading role in the Ramona pageant, and later she worked with KFMB as a weather forecast. But she did not last long on the job as it became demanding for her to match that with her family life and drama classes. So she gave up on her drama classes. She moved back to Dallas with their 2 children after separating from her husband, and there she took up a job as a cocktail waitress and got modeling job with Neiman Marcus. A year later, she moved again to Los Angeles and began her search for roles in movie studios, and in the course of her search, she met Patrick Curtis, a one-time child actor who was now an agent, and he became her manager. Curtis turned Welch into a sex symbol and persuaded her to keep her husband's name and prevent her typecasting as a Latina. By 1964, when Welch divorced her husband James, Welch got roles in 2 films, Rustabout and A House Is Not a Home. She also landed small roles on television series The Virginian, Bewitched, and also appeared on the Hollywood Palace as a presenter and Billboard Girl. By 1965, she won the Deb Star for her picture that was in a magazine. Curtis got Welch into 20th Century Fox, signing her a 7-year non-exclusive contract that included 5 pictures over 5 years. In line with this contract, she got a lead role in Fantastic Voyage in 1966, and that role made her a star as the film was a hit. Due to this success, Fox Studio loaned her to Hammer Studios in Britain, and she starred in 1 Million Years BC. Welch's role in the film 1 Million Years BC became her rise to stardom as a sex symbol of the era, as her only costume worn in the film was a 2-piece deerskin bikini, which was described as Welch wearing mankind's first bikini, a definitive look of the 1960s. And though Welch had only a line in the movie, her figure in the 4 bikini became a best-selling poster that turned her into an instant pin-up girl. The following year, in 1967, Welch and Curtis got married. Together, they founded their own production company, Cutwell, and the following year she starred in Bedazzled and went on to act in Sex Quartet, The Oldest Profession, and The Biggest Bundle of Them All, where her co-star said he hoped she lives up to the publicity her body had brought her, as a body would only take her so far. In the same year, Welch starred in films Lady in Cement, Flare Up, The Magic Christian, and 100 Rifles, which provoked controversy for her shower scene. It was seen as a different shift in acting from the Hollywood standard, and though the director of the film had wanted Welch to shoot the scene naked, she declined, and thereafter that pushed her against the producers of the film. By 1970 to 1977, Welch had starred in several films which included The Beloved, Hanicola, Kansas City Bomber, The Last Shayla, The 3 Musketeers, The 4 Musketeers, The Wild Party, Mother Jugs and Speed, and Animal. although her most controversial role was in the 1970 film Mira Breckinridge, where she played the role of a transsexual. In a bid to make herself to be taken seriously in the film industry as an actress, but the film was a failure. Despite the failure of the film, Welch was named the most desired woman of the 1970s by Playboy and also presented several Academy Awards at this time due to her popularity. But her fame could not hold down her marriage, and in 1972, Curtis and Welch divorced. Welch wedded Andre Winfield, a producer, in 1980, and they stayed married for 10 years before divorcing in 1990. 2 years later, after her second marriage in 1982, she was cast for Canary Row, but was fired under reasons that she had not lived up to her contract. In that light, she sued MGM for breach of contract and was awarded $10.8 million against MGM. But that win only cost Welch a mishap, as she was ostracized from the industry, such that her career on the big screen was affected from that day on. Welch had never been a quitter, so she rose back up and starred in several other films including Right to Die, Scandal in the Small Town, Trouble in Paradise, Touch Song, Naked Gun, American Family, and Legally Blonde, and many others, though her roles were minor. Welch did delve into a pop singing career in 1987 and released the single This Girl's Back in Town, and it peaked at Billboard's number 29 dance club chart. And though she never released another single, she performed in a nightclub in Las Vegas as a one-woman act for many years. Welch and Richard Palmer got married in 1999, which would be her last marriage, as she has chosen to remain single after they divorced in 2008. For her life of acting, Welch has been honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Imaging Foundation Life Achievement Award, and won a Golden Globe Award for her role in The Three Musketeers, with a nomination for her role in Right to Die. Welch's net worth has increased through the years to $30 million according to Celebrity Net Worth, mostly due to her income from movies, with the most earnings coming from the film Latin Lovers, Legally Blonde, and Naked Gun 33, 1 and 2. Besides being recognized as a sex symbol in Hollywood, Welch has been successful in her business, with her signature wigs collection, Hairwear, and was selected for the Face of MAC cosmetic beauty icon. Welch also released her book and videos of the same title, the Raquel Welch Total Beauty and Fitness Program. In the course of her acting career, which had spanned 5 years, Welch has been expected and asked to pose naked on and off screen, but she has refused to indulge in such, stating that, "I was not brought up to be a sex symbol, nor is it in my nature to be one. The fact that I became one is probably the loveliest, most glamorous, and fortunate misunderstanding." It has been said of her that she is one of the last classic sex symbols who was from the era when one could be the sexiest woman without taking her clothes off. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'll appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. We love you.